The sun was dipping below the horizon, casting long shadows across the quiet streets of downtown Dallas. John Kennedy, a name that carried history but also a man whose life was anything but ordinary, was walking briskly down Main Street, the hum of the city buzzing faintly around him. He wasn't expecting trouble, but trouble has a way of finding even the most cautious souls. Within moments, a police cruiser screeched to a halt beside him. Two officers jumped out, hands on their belts, eyes sharp. One of them, a tall, broad-shouldered man with a face hardened by years on the force, pointed his gun directly at John. The metallic glint in the dying sunlight made the scene feel surreal. "Stop right there," the officer barked. John froze. His heart pounded, his mind racing. He wasn't carrying anything illegal. He had committed no crime. Yet here he was, a man who had dedicated his life to service, confronted in a moment of pure misunderstanding. "I'm John Kennedy," he said, raising his hand slowly. "I don't have a weapon." "You've got the wrong person." But the officer wasn't listening. His eyes were filled with suspicion, his finger tight on the trigger. In those 5 minutes, the world seemed to narrow to the tension between the two men. John's mind raced through every possible scenario: compliance, negotiation, even escape. Yet he chose something simpler: truth and calm. "Sir," John said, voice steady despite the fear creeping into his chest, "please, I don't want trouble. Just give me a moment to explain." A few tense breaths passed. Then, in a moment that would forever be etched in John's memory, the situation flipped. A woman's scream from across the street drew the officer's attention. In that split second, John noticed something: a shadow moving, an object being handed, the unmistakable flicker of criminal intent. Without thinking, John stepped forward and shouted, "Stop! That man has a gun!" The officer, initially frozen, turned, only to realize that the